Hey guys, welcome back to Granted Gardens. My name is Melissa and today I'm going to share some garden inspiration with you. In this video, you're going to get a few ideas of places you can go to get inspiration for building your own garden. Every once in a while when I'm out and about, I come across these really spectacular community gardens, and today is one that has definitely caught my eye. So today we are actually out in Washington, D.C. area. Georgetown-esque is where I'm headed. A reason why I love to stop by community gardens is because you get to see a very eclectic view of how different people envision a garden to be. So essentially what a community garden is it's a section of land that oftentimes in towns or in big cities, they will designate as an area for people that live locally to have a plot of land to grow a garden. Oftentimes in places like the big city, it can be pretty hard to find a plot of land for you to grow on, especially if you live in apartment buildings and such. So this area here is a sectioned off plot of land where people can rent their garden spaces. And what I love so much is that each little plot looks entirely different. We've got a eucalyptus, love it. That's one I don't see very often, but definitely one of my favorites. When I was first designing the concept of our garden, I spent quite some time just visiting other garden locations and places like this. I've been to this one before to get an idea of what I wanted our garden to look like, what I thought worked well for others, because you can see it, if it works well, it's repeated, right? And then what I thought maybe wasn't such the best use of space. The thing what I really love about this is that you can see there's a lot of like seating areas. So you can tell that people really do take pride in their garden spaces here, so much to the fact that it's not just a place to grow, but also a place to come and relax and absorb kind of the fruits of your labor. So gorgeous. So whether you have an established garden or if you're just starting out, I suggest Google searching local community gardens. This is a great place to come for inspiration. This is also an excellent place to come to get a little insight on small space gardening. A lot of these individual lots, they vary in size, but these people are paying for their space here. So they're going to make sure that they're utilizing as much of the space that they have that's available to them as possible. So this is a great place to come to get some ideas on what you can do in tiny spaces. So community gardens can come in all shapes and sizes. here we are at our local community garden in our town. It's obviously much smaller than what we were at in DC. But I wanted to give you guys kind of a concept of what it can look like, you know, even on a smaller scale. So this is the same concept. People rent the spaces for the year and they get a plot. Now this one isn't set up to where you can walk through it kind of the same way that the other one was. I really liked that concept about the one in DC, that you could kind of walk through and each lot was kind of cordoned off so that you could still walk through and enjoy it, but you couldn't really mess with other people's stuff. These are really great ways to give you some insight and ideas of what you can do from your garden standpoint. If you're working on building your own garden plans, I want you to take a couple moments to Google local community gardens in your area. I challenge you to find at least one or two and spend some time walking through them. Obviously, this time of year things are starting to die down, but it is also still a great time of year to be growing fall plants. When things aren't quite as overgrown, you get an idea of the layout. You can still get ideas also of if people are doing in-ground beds, raised beds, growing in buckets. Use it as a chance for inspiration to grow your own garden in your space. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.